I said, yo, what's up, everybody? I'm Amara. This is Amara's Logic. Got a new video for you today. Milwaukee Bucks trades, rumors, and news live edition. Before we get into it, you know the spiel. Comment, like, subscribe, and share this electrifying content with the people. Salute to friends and family. Salute to Bucks Nation. Y'all know we here to talk about what's going down at Fiserv Forum, the house that Giannis built between the New Orleans Pelicans and the Milwaukee Bucks. And we're putting hands and feet on the New Orleans Pelicans, as we should. We started off a little lackadaisical, a little lazy. I think we were still riding the high from that huge comeback win on Tuesday. So we started the game off slow the first quarter, and we turned up from the second quarter, and we was cooking after that. Salute to the Bucks for realizing that, hey, we need to play for real. We need to win these games, especially with the news that Indiana won today and Detroit won today. So we still have games to play. Unfortunately, we need to play at full strength. I was hoping that one of them would I was hoping that one of them would lose to kind of help us out. Nonetheless, hey, we got to fight. We've been fighting this whole time. Let's just continue to fight. And you know who we got to shout out? We got to shout out Junior Mafia today. Junior Mafia was on that game today. Our bench is really a weapon. Kevin Porter Jr.'s defense, as far as him being in the passing lanes, incredible. Hey, the Bucks without Dame, Bobby just coming back. We no Jericho since we done dropped another 130 piece. I know we have problems today defensively. I know we have problems with the offensive rebounding. That's just what it is. That's the team we are. We can't keep crying over spilled milk. We're never going to be a great offensive rebounding team for whatever reason. I'm not giving it the okay, but we just have to accept certain things at certain times, and we need to accept this team just doesn't offensive rebound well. It just is what it is, and we do sometimes lose focus defensively. But what we don't do there, we make up for with offensive efficiency, heart, determination, and grit. I'm gonna keep saying that. This team bit down. We was looking crazy in the first quarter. Then we bit down in that second quarter. We didn't look back. We didn't look back. Giannis got dialed in. Kevin Porter Junior Mafia got dialed in. And I will say this. I know Bobby's defense isn't the greatest, but he does help us a great deal offensively and on the boards. Another big being available makes us so much better. I know that we have really gone in on Bobby Portis for very good reason, and he does have his flaws, but a big body that can score is definitely an asset on this team currently. So I do want to say that is good that we got Bobby back, and he seems to not be as wild as he was previously. He seems to be believing a little bit more in sharing the basketball. Y'all let me know what y'all think, friends and family. But yet again, another good win for the Bucks. The Bucks are undefeated in the month of April, friends and family. Let me repeat myself. The Milwaukee Bucks are undefeated in the month of April, and it's April 10th. Let's keep it cooking. The line in the sand was drawn by our leader, and we haven't looked back since. When Giannis Antetokounmpo was in that presser and he made the statement, "We are out here fighting for our lives," we ain't looked back since. Sometimes it's not how much you say, it's what you say and when you say it. And Giannis has found timing. He has impeccable timing because since he made that statement, we've been cooking as a team, and that's a fact. That's an absolute fact. And Giannis has been playing out of his mind, multiple triple doubles. I mean, this Giannis might be the most underappreciated superstar in the NBA. I know people want to talk about Jason Tatum, but I don't think Tatum is on the same level as Giannis. I believe Giannis, and that's not any hometown bias. I believe Giannis is the most underrated superstar in the NBA today. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comment section. That's really how I feel. We got about 12 seconds left, y'all. Let me get these stats up. We go get into the comment section. Again, appreciate y'all all tapping in. Please make sure to hit the like button as you come in for the most electrifying Bucks content on YouTube with the most knowledgeable Bucks podcast and Bucks chat on YouTube. Salute to y'all. How We've been saying it now for a little bit, but our bench is really a strength. It's low key a weapon. I mean, these dudes be going. We're about to drop it, man. Listen, 134. I'm impressed with this team. The only down thing I can say is the offensive rebounding and defensive lapses. Besides that, what can you complain about, Bucks Nation? Great win. We blew them out like we're supposed to. They're a team full of scabs, and we got rid of the trash as we should. And one thing I am so happy about, this didn't have to go down to the wire. We didn't need the last 5 minutes of the game to put this team away. We saw Stanley Umade today. That's all you need to know. We saw Stanley Umade early. That's all you need to know as far as how this game went and how dominant the Bucks were. This game was pretty much, in my eyes, over at the end of the third quarter. The fourth quarter was just window dressing and icing on the cake, but another virtuoso performance by your Milwaukee Bucks. We're peaking, you guys, at the right time. Again, I don't want to say too much. I don't want to jump out the window without a parachute, but this team is coming together and galvanizing at the perfect time of the year. At the perfect time of the year. Everyone is understanding their roles, what they can and can't do, who you can depend on, who should be bringing the ball up. Things are being figured out right in front of our eyes, and I hope that Bucks Nation is seeing that. And maybe it's something to do with coaching. I want to give Doc some credit on that. I don't want to just say that it's the players. I do want to give Doc some credit for keeping this team afloat during this win streak and figuring out a few things and playing the young guys. And that's all we've been asking from you, Doc, is to give the young guys some chance to run, and not by your choice, but by necessity due to injuries, trades, and things of this nature that you have been forced to play the young guys. And hey, it's been a fruitful experience. Look, I mean, the junior mafia is just ridiculous. Let's look at, I mean, Jesus, how did we get so lucky to get? I mean, we talk about all the trades and the bad draft picks. I'm not saying it made all that Kevin Porter Jr. made up for all of it, but Kevin Porter Jr. has made up for a lot of what Horst did wrong just on that trade alone. Not including Jericho Sims, not including the finesse for Khris Middleton. I'm not saying that don't fire Horst, but these last set of trades could have honestly saved this job to a certain extent. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comment section. Did this trade to acquire Jericho Sims, Kevin Porter Jr., and Kuzma, did this save John Horst's job? I just want to know. To me, y'all know how I feel. I'm just putting that out to Bucks Nation. Y'all let me know how y'all feel about it, and we gonna get into it. All right, y'all. We'll give the quick recap here. Then we go get into these. Shout out everybody. Go open up the lines. Bucks win. Dominant performance. 136, 111. We came out sluggish in the first quarter. Stated. We dropped a 40 piece on them in the second quarter. Hey, if we win the third quarter, it's pretty much a wrap. We did, and then we won by 10 in the fourth, and we just coasted in that fourth quarter. Great performance. They played well, to be honest. We allowed them to get too comfortable scoring. We allowed them to get way too comfortable, but again, we did enough to win. But we will need to tighten up our defense and our attention to detail once we get in the playoffs against some of these higher scoring teams, like the Indiana Pacers, like the Detroit Pistons, Knicks, things like that. We're gonna have to pay more attention on defense. You can't allow those type of teams to get cooking from three because they'll shoot us right out the building. I'm happy with what we're doing, everybody. I'm not trying to rain on our parade or anything like that. But once the playoffs start, this team is going to have to address paying attention to the three and defending the three. I would prefer to give up a layup at this point than give up a three. I would prefer to give up a layup. Real talk. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comment section. I would prefer to give up a layup than that because I feel we're sacrificing layups to give up threes, which is a wild ideology that doesn't make sense. Just really wild. Elfrid Payton had 2 points but 15 assists, which is wild. That's a dude that ain't been in the league for like 3 years. Matt Kovic, he was cooking somebody. I don't remember who the person's name is that Matt Kovic was cooking, but he was cooking somebody out there. Y'all let me know in the comment section if y'all are watching during that time when Matt Kovic was cooking. He got free run to the basket, got some dunks. I don't know who was out there covering him, but Matt Kovic was cooking a little bit. Y'all let me know in the comment section if y'all were paying attention and saw who was holding Matt Kovic, because I ain't see it. So I'm going to need y'all to help me out and let me know. Antonio Reeves had 16. Jamal Cain. These randoms always go off on us. Lester Keown, Jamal. All these scrubs. I'm tired of these scrubs going on. Appreciate the defense, though. 42%, 31% from three, 73% from the field. This was a huge issue right here. 53 rebounds. It's huge. 28 assists, but we did cause 16 turnovers. A lot of steals in this game. Shout out to Kuzma, Rollins, and KPJ with 5 steals. I mean, we were out there. We had our hands in the passing lane. We definitely weren't playing the best defensively, like on the ball, but passing lanes and steals and create. You know what the Bucks do? We create turnovers. We're not a good defensive team, keeping it real, but we can create turnovers now with Kevin Porter Jr. and Gary Trent, just Junior Mafia. They get in the passing lane, so I do want to commend them on that. Taurean Prince, solid effort, 2 of 4, 6 points. Giannis being Giannis, 28 points, efficient shooting. The free throw shooting has to get back together. He struggled the last couple of games shooting free throws, so I'm hoping Giannis can tighten that up. 11 rebounds, 5 assists. And I want to point this out. I believe this is 2 games in a row for the most underappreciated superstar in the NBA to put up those type of numbers and have no turnovers. How good is this guy? How good is this guy? You put up 28, 11 and 5, and not a single turnover. Salute to Giannis Antetokounmpo. He just doesn't get the love he deserves. We're going to show you your respect here and give you your flowers. Shout out to Giannis. Kyle Kuzma with a very solid performance, bounce back performance from Kyle Kuzma. He struggled the last couple of games, 7-11, 3 of 6 from 3. I know y'all don't like him shooting the 3, but he has to be confident and shoot the 3 in order for the offense to function the way he needs to. So let's hope this momentum with Kuzma hitting the 3 continues throughout the regular season and the postseason. He had only 3 rebounds today, 2 steals, 3 turnovers, 17 points. Very solid performance. Brook Lopez. Brook Lopez played 23 minutes. He was 1 of 5 from the field, 1 of 4 from 3. He had 1 rebound. He had 1 assist. He had 1 block, 2 turnovers, 3 points. Moving on. Ryan Rollins with another solid performance, 19 minutes, 5 of 8, 2 of 5 from 3. He had 1 rebound, 2 assists, 2 turnovers, 12. Just solid. He's just solid. That's all I can say about Ryan Rollins. Consistent, solid, know what to expect, great glue guy. Bobby Portis with another solid performance offensively. 5 of 10, 2 of 4 from 3, 2 of 2 from the free throw line, 8 rebounds, 1 steal, 1 turnover, 14 points. One member of Junior Mafia, 14. Another member of Junior Mafia, Gary Trent Jr., 17. Another member of Junior Mafia, Kevin Porter Jr., with 20. The Bucks shot 54% from the field, 40% from 3. We struggled from the free throw line. And we struggled rebounding. But again, everything else was good, and this is awesome to see. 13 steals lets me know the Bucks were active in the passing lanes and making things happen and not just sitting back. So salute to them for the defensive aggressiveness as far as getting steals. That doesn't make up for the threes that are being allowed, but as far as creating turnovers and causing havoc, that is awesome. 13 steals is outstanding. And for the Bucks to only have 11 turnovers, they're protecting the ball a lot more, friends and family. We've been on their helmet about protecting the basketball. They are not protecting the basketball. We do need to give this team credit for that. That means they're paying attention. They're understanding that possessions are valuable. They're finally getting it, at least there. We have to give this team credit when they're doing things well. Bench is playing well. They're protecting the basketball. These are the things you want to see on a team going into the playoffs. We are getting momentum. We have a snowball that could turn into an avalanche and go through the whole East if we get it together right. We have a snowball going downhill now. If we could turn it into an avalanche, we could steamroll the East. We just got to be focused. That's not on no homer. I'm just saying if you look player for player, like I keep telling y'all, against any roster in the East, are they really better than us? I mean, can you just say boom, they're better than us? That's all I'm saying. Healthy to healthy, we got a shot. We got a puncher's chance. We definitely got a puncher's chance. That's all I'm saying. Great game by the Bucks. Another just outstanding win. Bench is just showing so much versatility and how valuable our bench is. And like I said, the only thing that I want to harp on before we shout everybody out and get into the comment section is this is the problem. 15 offensive rebounds is sickening, friends and family. You are not going to beat elite teams in the playoffs giving up double-figure offensive rebounds. I'm not trying to be the bearer of bad news. I'm just trying to keep it 100% with you, friends and family. You cannot give up that many offensive rebounds and look to win game. Their scrubs is different. But when you're playing quality teams and giving them second chance points, those are going to be threes. 100% they're going to be threes. So that's definitely something that needs to be addressed. I'm okay with the assist. 27, I like us to hover around 30, but I'm definitely happy with the turnovers. Being down to 12, but again, it still was 16 points. But just the physical number being down, I like. We won the fast break. We've won the fast break points. We did lose points in the paint by 2. But everything else, I think we played well. I think the main thing with this team we need to address is defending the 3 and just rebounding. Just rebounding. That's really what it is. It's just we need to focus on that and rebound it. And I think we can really make a run in the playoffs. But what's good with friends and family? Let's see who in the building. I know I seen Mia Kim in the building. Salute. I know I seen Patricia in the building. What's good? It was good to see Brenda in the chat the other day. What's good, Brenda? Appreciate you was tapping in the other day. Cynthia, what's good? What's good, boy? Mommy, appreciate you. Appreciate you. Eliza, what's good? Trina, what's good? Hey, Patricia, this was a good win. What up, Miss Cynthia? What's good with y'all? Appreciate y'all tapping in. My boy Brandon King Carter in the building. Oliver Story in the building. Derek Stevenson in the building. What's good? Robert Brooks, what's good? My homie Dre West in the building. Staying tapped in. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. Hey, Queens of the chat up in here deep as usual. Appreciate y'all tapping in. How y'all feeling? Derek Stevenson, what's good, bro? God got me, what's good? Y'all feeling good? Hey, we on a nice little streak. It should be some thumbs up emojis in this chat. We cooking right now. We winning games we need to win. We're winning the way that y'all want us to win. Hey, We're going into the playoffs with momentum, friends and family. That's all I can ask is going into the playoffs with momentum. See you all up in here. See who else up here. Mr. 414 in the building. Was good. Appreciate you tapping in. What up, Francis? What up, Nikos? Eli Harris was good. Mac Jerry TV was good. Daniel Joseph. What up, Luke? I see y'all in the building. My boy Nate Nugent, good to see you. Been a minute. Ryan Love, my guy, what's good? AB, good to see you, bro. Been a minute. Dr. Smith in the chat was good. Dr. Smith, appreciate you. Maria was good. As stated previously. What up, Miss Cynthia? Always good to see Miss Cynthia in the chat. Yeah. Robert Walker Murphy in the chat. As I stated earlier, the queens of the chat are in here deep. Eric Payne, good to see you, bro. Good to see you. Let's get to these comments section. Humble One, what's good? Appreciate you. Yeah, we feeling good. Bucks Nation feeling good today. Yet another win and a comfortable win at that. Derek Stevenson said, chat, we have secured the 5th seed. Can we please confirm if that's official? Salute, Derek Stevenson. Appreciate you tapping in, bro. What up, Kerry? Kerry said, oh, yeah, Big Bob is for the playoff. Oh, no, he's coming in dialed in. Salute. Mr. 414 said, unfortunately, no. Yeah, I thought Detroit had to lose for us to secure the 5th seed. Correct me if I'm wrong. Appreciate you. DJ, what's good? I said, yo, let's look to lock that 5th seed up tomorrow. Facts. I want us to lock up the 5th seed as soon as possible so we could just sit some of these dudes before the playoffs. I think that the reason... And what up, Jeff Riley? I see you in the chat. What's good, bro? Hey, the reason I really want us to just secure this 5th seed, not just for rest for Giannis and the guy, Brook need to get a DNP. Maybe Brook was just out of gas today because Brook was getting absolutely just ran by today. So I'm assuming he just needed DNP. So we need to lock this up as soon as possible so Brook can get some rest as well, along with Giannis and the rest of our key contributors. Not that I know of, but good question. I was gonna ask that in the chat, Eliza. Did Doc address why the guys left yet? Not that I'm aware of. Anybody know in the chat why a couple people left early? I saw Kevin Porter Jr. and Gary Trent Jr. Let me know in the comment section. Salute. Robert Allen said not official. Okay. If it does become official, let me know. Okay, I knew my boy Dre West was gonna come and let the people know. What up, Dre West? My man. That's my man's right there. What up, Dre? Mr. Cool, the living legend, what's good? We have not locked up the 5th spot yet. Okay, just confirming. Jay Lewis was good. Okay, we good. Bleacher Report boss in the building was good. Said Bucks need to win tomorrow. We don't just need to win tomorrow. We need to win out. Let's just not talk. Hey, we need to win out at this point. We need to go in with as much momentum as possible. Bucks need to win out. We already winning. We ain't lost in April. Why should we start now? Let's keep cooking. Boy, mommy said at this rate, Detroit could tie with us if they win both games, right? I believe that is correct. Let me know in the chat, y'all, what Boy Mommy. Hey, y'all get to answer Boy Mommy question. Joseph Macbeth was good. We have to win tomorrow to lock it up. Okay, got it. Hey, right? Hey, Dr. Smith, the queens of the chat gonna have to make an appearance. The only one so far is Nick Swin. I'm always gonna shout out Nick Swin. Salute to Nick. She was on here the regular until I think she had job change or timing change. But yeah, salute to Nick Swin. She pop in here every once in a while. Queens of the chat, they gonna get to it at some point. We love y'all. Salute. They gonna get to it at some point. Okay, Oliver said Doc speaking now. Okay, keep me in the loop, bro. What up, Monolando? Shout out to Canada. Hey, y'all, we are not local. We are 100% global. My boy Nicholas in the building, said friends and fam. You already know. It's Moose 414. So I have a feeling that the refs are going to give the Bucks a hard time tomorrow, so the ESPN game Sunday means something. Okay, my brother with the conspiracy theory. And I 100% support you. I 100% support you. They go try it. But the thing is, though, Moose, Hey, the refs been trying us all year. This ain't nothing new to. Hey, the refs been trying us all year, bro. They've been trying us all year. Let me get the link up in here in the comment section. Let's get it cracking. Salute to friends and family. Damn, I'm happy the way we look at this Kevin Porter Jr. We need to figure out a way to sign him. I'm talking about as soon as the season is over, we need to be negotiating with Kevin Porter Jr. He is an impact. He is an impact of an earthquake sometimes on that court. There's moments where he looks to be the best player in the court. No joke. That dude is a problem, a real problem. Derek Stevens said the NBA Mafia is real. Dr. Smith, you good? You ready? All right, let me get in, Dr. Smith. Let's get this going, friends and family. All right. We got one of the most well-respected members of the chat here to my right, Dr. Smith. We just had a good win against a bottom feeder where we beat them down like we supposed to. Bench looked strong. We had some issues with their center cooking us. Their center was cooking us. I'm not sure why or what happened. But other than that, I thought it was a good performance considering them coming off of that huge high from the win on Tuesday. I thought that's why they started off slow. They found themselves and then they cruised.
Well, I appreciate. Well, I'm full disclosure. I didn't get to see the game. I didn't get home in time to see the game, so I was coming on the chat. I came here before I even went to the highlights or to the box score. I said I wanted to hear it from my people, to see it through your eyes. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, our defense is up and down. That is what it is. But what I did like today is the activity of the defense as far as hands and passing lanes, causing turnovers. KPJ had 5 by himself. I mean, he is a menace defensively.
Again,
he is a menace.
I was about to say, please tell me something I want to hear. Let's
do this. Let's do this. Hold on. I stay ready. So we can do this right here. So we're gonna get to the Bucks stats here. As you can see, the steals, he had 5. Gary Trent had 2. Rollins had 2. Giannis, hold on, no, Giannis didn't have none. And then Kuzma had 2. I mean, everybody was in the lane. 13 steals today.
Well, see, so now my question is this, right? I don't know how quick anyone is on getting stats up, but right now, who leads the league in steals? I know it's not going to be KPJ. That's not where I'm going. But who leads the league in steals, and what's their average right now?
Yeah, that's a good question. So, if y'all can do the research for Dr. Smith in the comment section, be greatly appreciated. But as
you know what I mean? So,
yeah, it's just interesting. Yeah, from what he's doing to what his average, I don't think he has enough to qualify everything because he hasn't played as much. But I think next year and with real time, I think he could lead the league in steals. He has the ability to.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's what I'm saying. So where I'm going with that is right now the clip that he's been on here recently. I want to see whether or not he's above. In this, obviously it's a very small sample size, but are you above? The clip, so to speak, or are you above the average of the highest performance steal artists in the league? You know what I mean? Because I didn't see this one, but the previous game, he was like,
it was the same thing.
He was unconscious, and that was my favorite part of the game. You know what I mean? And so I will eventually see the game. I'll go back and look at the highlights. You know what I mean? But it looks like we dog walked them. So I mean, I don't know if I'm going to go and watch the entire game.
Right,
nah. You know what I mean?
Most of the fourth quarter was Pat Connaughton, Umade, and all these people. Giannis, highlighted for a little bit, but we put them away fairly early, and that's what you want to see.
That's talking to me nice. So I like to hear that. Listen,
and then look at the bench, but look at the bench scoring though. You know what I'm saying? Just Gary Trent 17, Kevin Porter Jr. 20, Bobby Porter's 14. I mean, our bench is becoming
off the little guy.
Right. It's just like our bench is a real weapon. This bench is a problem. This has changed the trajectory of this team with the emergence of this bench and completely blew what I thought was our previous ceiling completely out the water, in my opinion, as we're playing right now. What up, Leroy? I see you and Joel Marquez.
Get me excited. That's what I like to hear, man. I mean, you know what I mean?
I think the chat is in alignment with that, though. Yeah, we're definitely doing that. We're definitely doing that. But not just that. People are understanding their role. That's what I'm liking, Dr. Smith. People are understanding what their role is. You don't see AJ Green doing too much now. He passing if it's not an open three. He ain't trying to create or do too much. He's staying in his lane. Kevin Porter Jr. is being more comfortable as a facilitator. His teammates are feeling more comfortable as a facilitator. They're giving him the ball to initiate the offense if it's not Giannis. They're giving him the ball to bring it up the court if it's not Giannis. This team is showing a lot of confidence in Kevin Porter Jr. in a short period of time, and I feel that he's earned that. Also, I feel like Kuzma had a bounce back game today. Played very well,
Okay.
strong, hit a couple threes, as you can see here. 3 of 6 from 3, 17 points, plus 20. One of the highest plus minuses on the team is from Kuz. He had the second highest plus minus. And I know Mr. Cool brought a statistic earlier of how much better we are off the floor when Kuzma's off the floor, and maybe he saw that, Mr. Cool, because today he look at his plus minus today. So they paid attention, Mr. Cool. They paid attention. They
But
right,
he could be up and down. He could be
right,
like Kyle Kuzma could be up and down. So for me, what I want to see from him, and again, didn't see the game, right? But what I want to see from him is less going to the rim and not having any plan of attacking and just looking like garbage and chaos. Less of that and more. You do have some moves that you can do, right? I do like his running hook.
right.
Like he has some
It's like a
level of
hook
success.
layup. They go off the glass. I don't know what that is, but yeah, I like that move too.
Right. So let's see how we can more accurately get to that, right? Like, so for example, Taurean Prince, outside of shooting threes, doesn't have a ton in the way of offensive package, but what he does do, he seems to go to often. And what I would like to see is, Kyle, if all you got is that right jab, then let's work that jab until we can clean up the rest of your offensive package a little bit more. But let's get to that right jab a little bit more so you at least have that going. You know what I mean? Does that make sense? That's what
No,
I
totally think that makes sense. Now, check this comment out too by Dre West. He said we have to do something about the starting lineup, though. We can't keep coming out like this, especially against good teams. I think that's a good point. Shout out to Dre West. I think that's a great point. We've had a couple of slow starts in a row now, and you can't do that in the playoff. Here, let me put this back up. Let me change the screen real quick. Hold on.
Well, now, and I was looking at the score after the first quarter, so we were losing to this team. So I have a question then for you, for the chat. Do you think that we are developing this habit of intentionally starting out slow to conserve energy, kind of like how what Dame Lillard does? Do you think
That's
we're
an
doing
interesting perspective. I don't. Or maybe they're trying
like
to see how much energy they need to use or what they need to do to pull it off. I don't know. But that's an interesting perspective.
Like marathon runners, right? I don't have to take the lead through the first 2 laps or whatever. You know what I mean? I just want to be able to speed past you in the very end. And do you think we're doing that? Because there are times when I'm kind of rolling my eyes or whatever at what we're doing in the first part of the game, but then I notice here lately,
Correct.
I can't say that this has been our MO the entire year, but here lately, the third quarter, there seems to be a little bit more of a focus. Certainly in the later parts of the game, if our defense is really looking crappy, that's when the coach will start going to the zone specifically, and that's when we put the clamps down. So it's kind of like we're doing this speed past the runner at the very end here lately, and I don't know if that's intentional or whether we're kind of tripping and falling into that.
Right.
I don't know.
I do want to say this too. When you brought up the zone, we were harping on Doc how to about utilizing the zone effectively, and I think he's finally figured out to use it as a weapon as needed. He pulls it out, and it seems like they're executing the zone a lot better than they were earlier in the season. I do want to give them credit on that.
And it's an interesting weapon to use, right? Because you can't. I don't think that you can use it against the best teams for an entire game.
Correct.
Right. So you have to do it as like a change-up pitch. And firstly, everyone has to get better at it, because even there are times when I've seen the zone, and we still look a little on the lost side. Not much though, because I do think that of all the defenses that we run, that's when we look the most effective. Is when we go the most elementary, right? You know what I mean? So
that it is.
So
what does that say about us? But yeah, it is what it is.
I'll take it, because that was my thing. That's what I was saying. Like, hold on.
That's joined by Nightfall.
Come on, y'all.
Hey, you know what though? We got an early one Sunday. Hey, y'all. Hey, we got an early one Sunday. I'm just saying. We gonna
Man,
go
I
live
don't
early
care.
Sunday.
I
Hey,
come
boy,
and
mommy
share with
came to the
y'all.
rescue. The queens of the chat. Applaud her.
It's not gonna work. It's not gonna work.
She
You think
came
I
to the
look crazy
chat.
in here? I look crazy in here sometimes.
Right. I
I'm
got no
grateful
haircut,
in here
none of that. I be on
sometimes.
here all the time. I feel you. Right.
Yeah,
Get
you know
him.
what I mean. Dude said the other day with the rap on or whatever, it looked like I had a wizard hat on. I was like, oh man, roasting session.
Right. The Prince of
You know what I
Persia.
mean? Yeah, yeah. Guys was getting me. I
I
can't help
agree
it. I
with
got
this though.
to
I
people.
think I I don't know. Mm. Kung Fu Kenny said KPJ should not start.
I feel like for me, I will willingly say this. I don't think I know enough about basketball to to definitively say that we should change something that's working.
Correct.
You know what I mean? Like if this is working and we change it, I don't know that I can articulate why that would be a good move at this point. What I'm more concerned with is do you get starter minutes? You know what
Correct.
I mean? And what are the combination of players that you have around you? And momentum is a real thing, particularly with this team. So if you can come on and start punching down at guys and get everyone else going, you know what I mean, and cause that momentum. We saw it. We saw it in the other game, right? That Minnesota game was all momentum, and I think we were taking off even before Rudy Gobert
Right.
decided to be himself and whatnot and just crap all over the game and then light KPJ off. I just think that he
Uh,
put like I'm
one
trying to
second, but
understand.
I'm trying to understand why so many love you guys complaining the Bucks won almost 30 points and who cares about the first quarter. And that you see, this is what we call tunnel vision and small mind perspective, right? Black Moon Hawk. As I don't know how many times you've watched this podcast, I do what we call forecasting, sir. So when I'm speaking, I'm not speaking about today. I'm speaking about if this type of performance in the first quarter was against Boston, was against Cleveland, was against the Knicks, against the Pacers, how would that affect the rest of the game starting off that slow? That is the perspective that I'm coming from, sir. It is not complaining about today. It's complaining about if this happens at a later date that it could be an issue. We are playing against a bottom feeder today, so it had no effect. But if we're playing Boston and we come out like that, we could be down 20 after the first quarter. That is why I'm harping on the slow starts. Slow starts can lead to you getting cooked, and that's what I don't want for this team. So again, it's not about today. It's forecasting, foreshadowing, trying to prepare and prevent something from happening, sir. But I appreciate your
And
input.
I don't think like criticism
All right.
is necessarily a bad thing so long
Correct.
as it's constructive. When it's
Right.
take on a
Exactly.
personal note, you know what I'm saying it because I will roast some people sometimes. I get a little emotional. People don't come out there and play the way that I think they should. I will jump up and down on their head. I can be toxic sometimes. I'm admitting that, right? So
Yeah.
sometimes I probably need like a little more time to speak on the game than I give myself because I'll come in and just drop bombs all over certain players or whatever. Like it's probably wise that I did not
But
see
that's
Brook
what we're
Lopez
here
play
for. This
tonight.
is fan bases are emotional. You got to come in, and that's what the people want to see is the raw emotion. That's what it is. That's what it's all about being a fan, having the raw
You
emotion.
know,
You know what I'm saying? It's like that
you know how
sometimes.
I get that.
All right, it's like
I
that
jump on.
sometimes. And Moose agrees. I know you would stand on that about the minutes. Is not much about start because Jamal Crawford was never technically a starter, but played 30 minutes a game. Lou Williams, the elite bench, elite six man, and I think that KPJ could be a starter. But as of right now, for this team, for this season, I think he should come off the bench until we make changes in the offseason. Then maybe he could look to be a starter as a starting two, maybe. But as for this season, we need to continue bringing him off the bench. It's too much momentum. It's too much chemistry with Junior Mafia right now for us to
Right.
throw a monkey wrench into that.
That would be the key thing is like whatever the chemistry dictates. So if he's in the starting lineup, if they run that experiment over a certain amount of games and it looks good, then by all means do it. But
All right.
if you know what I mean? Like right now, it's looking good, and I'm old enough to remember the ups and downs at the beginning of the season. I mean, I know it's distant history now for a lot of us, but I remember the 2-8, and then I remember us catching up and getting our act back together, and then I remember the patches and up and downs and lefts
March.
and rights.
You remember March?
Hit a bit.
Just last month.
Remember March, right? I remember every single time I felt anyway at the time that we had an opportunity to get a noteworthy win, right? To get a scalp. We always, we left empty-handed, and now
I
this
like
place
that. Get
now
a scalp.
where
I like that. Go ahead.
I need bodies, man. I was looking at stats. I need a body. Like these guys, I'll take it. I'll take the whatever. Because they all count towards the win-loss record, but I want a body. That was what I was as a fan. And coming up empty-handed.
Hold on. Hold on. Shout out to Robert Walker Murphy. Appreciate the $20 super chat, man. When we get past the first round, Queens of the chat go roll up in mass and stuff on your
Not convinced.
Hey, we gotta show flowers to the Queens of the chat unity. You see how they one by one spinning the block?
Okay.
Show us support for each other.
Okay.
Yo.
Okay. And put $20 on it too. So shall it be. You speaking into existence, because I will be here when that happens, not if that happens. Because when that happens, I will be here. The floor is yours. We want to see the ladies. We want to see all this good energy. Yeah, come on out.
I cannot. The support they're giving each other is beautiful, though. I gotta give them that credit. The support they spinning the block for in the chat for each other is awesome. Like I said, it's a community here, but the Queens of the chat do have their own community, as you can see, and they protect one another. Shout out to y'all. We got a living legend here in the green room that's about to pop in here. Fan favorite, living legend. There we go, Mr. Cool in the building. What up, Mr. Cool? Yeah.
Hey guys.
What's going on?
What's going on, gentlemen?
What's going on?
All right, salute.
Floor is yours before we get back into it. It's on you, Mr. Cool.
I'm going to answer what you were talking to one person about in the chat. If we start off that slow against Detroit, New York, Boston, or the Cavs, we will be blown out in those games. It's that simple. So there's no way you're going to get down by 10, 12 double digits in the first quarter against those teams and come back and beat them. Never. They don't make those kind of mistakes. They have too much talent. They're too well coached. So let's just start with that for starters. I still got my concerns about Kuzma. I know he played a little bit better today, but I know I posted that earlier. Look, I hope he does well because I like the rotations. I think Doc has found a good rotation of the players. I like how we're using them. I like the way they come in and when they come in. I got no issue with any of that right now with the players that are starting and how he's got guys rotating in. I think getting Bobby Portis back helps a lot to solidify now the second unit. So really and truly, I'm good with what's going on rotation-wise with players. I'm good with Porter coming off the bench. I got no problem with it because when he comes in, absolutely flips the game. He just flips the game on both ends. So what I anticipate is, because he's so talented, when we get into the playoffs, they're going to have to bring their starters back in. He will destroy anybody's bench players. He's just that good on both ends of the floor. So my thinking is he will make them have to adjust what they do by how he plays. So I think Doc is onto something here by utilizing him the way he's utilizing him. And he comes in later on, sometimes later in the quarter when he subs in.
Yeah.
And then he just takes over the game. He just takes it over. I haven't seen nobody do this off a bench like this in a minute.
Agreed.
This effective on both ends of the floor. I have to stop and think about the rosters of all the teams in the league that someone comes off the bench and has this kind of an impact on both ends. How do you get 5 steals in 20 minutes?
Right.
2 games in a row.
Thank you.
It's that part for me.
Unheard of. It's unheard of.
It's not, yeah. It's that part for me. Salute, boy, mommy. I was trying to mouth that while Mr. Cool was talking.
Oh, good. Hey, Mr. Cool got a lot of shout outs that the people want to hear from you. Go ahead, Mr. Cool.
Yeah.
Well, and I hate to, I don't like rain on no parade because a win's a win. But this, I don't want to put too much into this game because they were really missing a lot of players and they were on the road. They only had 8 guys. So we did what we were supposed to do, and that's just smack them. And
Right.
we smacked them. But I will say this, and I posted this in the chat earlier. The Detroit Pistons have beaten the Knicks 3 out of 4 this season. So we definitely
Yeah,
going to have a little fight here. Okay. We're
Right.
going to have a little fight here with these guys. I think we match up better with Detroit than we do these other teams. So I think we should get hopefully tomorrow's game and get
Right.
this thing done and over with so we know who we're playing in the playoffs. And maybe, really and truly, Detroit may want to play the Knicks anyway. When you think about it, they beat them 3 out of 4 this season.
It makes sense.
So,
It makes sense for them. Yeah, I agree. Great
Right.
point.
So we don't know. They may just lay down one of these games, these next 2 games. I don't know. But nevertheless, we're going to have to, I'm sure they'll come to win. They're at home tomorrow. So we're going to have to definitely come to play
I
and be
agree.
ready to play.
That's a huge game,
And-
but if we can win it, it'll be a statement game for us. I think us winning tomorrow would be a statement game, and a back-to-back with the playoffs looming. I think that would be a huge win.
And here's my thing about the starters. If Kuzma and Prince are balling and hooping, then our bench is automatically going to do their job. Those guys are on automatic pilot when they come in. They know their roles. They know where to go on the floor. They know how to look for each other. It's just fun to watch the bench play. So if Prince and Kuzma can hoop in that starting lineup, we are a very tough team to beat with anybody in this league. Anybody. Okay? Because Giannis is guaranteed what he's going to do. And Rollins is solid and stable at what he does. So we just need those 2 guys to make sure that they play smart, play well, and contribute in the way that they can. Because I'm and I think Brooks just needs plenty of rest.
Yeah, he looked
rest.
crazy. He looked crazy today.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna hold you, Mr. Cool. He looked crazy today on defense, early especially.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean he's just out of gas, man.
Yeah, I
He's played
agree.
almost his entire season. He's just totally out of gas at 37 years old. He didn't have that much in the tank to start with at this age, and then we used up all that. So he's kind of on empty right now.
That doesn't. I don't
I
think
agree.
that gets said enough by me because I'm always like at
Right.
his headline, right? Some of the stuff that I see from him, but that is a fact. Like he is, as far as presence on the court, probably our most consistent guy.
Most
And not
available.
just this season, most available, right?
Mhm.
And not just this season, but for like the last couple of seasons. And he had a back surgery. It's the biggest area of his body, right? He had a back surgery once upon a time and has come and that's his MO. So I do give him definitely that salute for that, for sure. So I'm gonna ask
And
you
look,
real quick.
If we got Portis back, I'm sorry. If we got Portis back, then maybe we just continue to reduce his minutes, and that way he can go hard as he can the 20, 25 minutes he plays. But we can't play Brook no 30, 35. It just cannot happen. He just doesn't have the legs any longer to really be effective. So cut his minutes down, and then let's get Bobby Portis more minutes. Hopefully get Sims back
Yeah.
and get him some quality minutes too. Or even put Giannis at the 5, and maybe you can go with Kuzma at the 4 at times.
Yeah, I'm not mad at that.
Yeah.
I'm not mad at that at all. That's valid. That's
How
definitely
did Bobby
valid.
Portis look with the guys tonight?
He's looked good since he's been back. He's been passing the ball a little bit at least, and not being as much of a black hole on offense, in my opinion. It's on you though, Mr. Cool.
Well, what he does, I saw, was he comes up and applies pressure. They got a lot of traps and doubles because Brook can't do that. So I saw Bobby in a couple of plays come up, trap. They got turnovers because of that. Because he came up and they double teamed, and he's more active in that aspect. He's still a terrible post defender. That will never change. But he's more active and can get out and trap and do things on the wing more so than Brook can. And obviously Sims can do it way better. So we got a lot of weapons. I mean, we just got a team we haven't even reached our full potential yet. Obviously, we have to get Dame back on the floor too,
Right.
but we don't even know how good we can be still. That's the crazy part. And we've won 6 straight games. So I'm optimistic about our future if, in fact, we can just keep playing consistently, not turning the ball over. I hate turnovers, man, live turnovers. Because I know, Amara, we talk about those. Those live turnovers create points for the other team too easily.
too
Got
easily.
to take care of the basketball. Got to
And the
take care of the
rebound and
basketball.
the offensive rebounding is really hurting us as well, in my opinion. We always get smacked around on the boards, and against the better teams or playoff caliber teams, second chance points is instantly three. It's
Right,
instantly
right.
three, and
Well, and
that'll
that's
hurt
what I
us.
think. But that's where Kuzma can be a help to us. I think he can really board on the offensive end. We need to not have him released and go back so soon defensively, because I know we try to get back on defense. No, go in there and pound the glass. That way you can get some easy buckets because you need them. But your
Right.
shooting is still suspect to me.
Everything is suspect on offense. It is rough. It is
It
rough
is.
sometimes.
Everything is
But
suspect.
everything is rough. It is rough watching him sometimes.
It
But
just he doesn't have
what he does,
a appealing game to look at. It's not appealing to the eyes when you watch Kuzma play basketball. It's not appealing.
I'm telling you, man, he's that dude who, when it comes to fighting, he's throwing all kind of crazy stuff. You square
Right.
off and you get ready, and this guy's like, he's taking his clothes off, he's doing all this stuff. What are you doing right now, bro? But we'll luck out and
It hit
catch
you with the
sleeping,
Sunday punch.
and you dumbfounded. Like, where did that even come from, right? You know what I mean? But what he does well is the role of the garbage man. Like, I do think that he cleans up well if you can like focus on that.
Right.
Focus on the cleanup, right? Because we have guys that we run packages for, and no, I don't think that he qualifies for that. I think they tried to run some plays for him, and that was like Shaq, tragic Bronson. Like, let's never do that again, right? So just look, clean up. That's what you do, or finish when you have when you have a facilitator out there, high level facilitator. So Dame and Kuzma works, right? Kevin Porter Jr. and Kuzma work. Giannis works. Uh, if Dame comes back, I can't put my hopes into that yet. And again,
Right.
I think Dame's priority is his health. Blood clots are no joke, right?
Right.
But what I think this forced his absence, what it forced us back into, is the mindset of Giannis being a primary facilitator,
Yeah.
right? I think the writing was on the wall that Dame needed a break as far as being the primary facilitator, and I would like to have seen him as more off the ball. I think I'm not the only one who was saying that. There were a number of different people who were saying, look, let's have, this is the Kevin Porter Jr. argument, right? Let's have these guys on the court at the same time, and then someone can kind of take pressure off of him, because it's a lot harder to blitz Giannis than it is to blitz Dame. You make a mistake with Giannis. Giannis in two strides is at the basket. You know what I mean? You want to blitz Giannis, right? You don't. Or rather, as Bucks fans, I want them to try and blitz Giannis. Get out of position so he could long stride around you, and we could do that all night. But Dame was starting to get a little suspect. If we get him back, I would like to see them entertain more options where Giannis is the primary
I'm not
and
mad
Dame
at
is
that.
off the ball. You know what I mean? Just to see what it looks like. I'm not saying that it necessarily would immediately look invincible, but just to see what it looks like. Some things that I've seen them kind of stumble onto. For example, when Bobby and Giannis are on the court
Facts
at the
there.
same time, previously Bobby Portis was the 5, Giannis was the 4. So Giannis would go out to the perimeter and kind of shuttle people into the paint at Bobby. That was proven to be a terrible idea, right? Because anytime the defense penetrated and got to that level, it's a bucket. Bobby's not going to defend the basketball. So I think we do better
Fair.
if Bobby is on the perimeter, shuttling into Giannis. You know what I mean? And I would like to see that a little bit more, just to see if that works. You know, so just some different
Right.
ideas. You know,
But why not? Why
but,
not try that? I'm not mad at that. Why not give it a shot? Let's see.
especially if we have such a large sample size of it not looking good when we do it the other way. Like Bobby, as much as we love his offense, and he's obviously an energy contributor. The other night, I think Bobby's contribution to the skirmish was just to break it up. It was Kevin Porter Jr. that had to be held back. The crowd is screaming Bobby, like, so the people missed Bobby Porter. It's like
Right.
Bobby was like, I ain't had nothing to do with that, and then they're screaming my name.
Right.
I was off to the side. That's all I did, and they're still screaming Bobby. Like, you know what I mean? The people missed it. I think it's good for the in-house environment, the energy. Look, if the playoffs, end the way, or if the playoffs were to start now, we have the Pacers,
One
right?
second, 1 second here. Lucas Jones said Kuzma so bad we wish we had Cash Money. Can you tell me Cash Money's current location and his current playing status, sir? But if you can let me know in the comment section, because I'm not aware, but if you can let me know what Khris Middleton's current playing status is and what it is moving forward, I'd be intrigued to know. I heard something, but I can't recall. But if you can let me know in the comment section, I appreciate it. Thank you, sir. Carry on,
But but but
Dr. Smith.
but salute to Chris. We've just moved on. Like salute, Chris. I one day want you to come back as a coach. That is my dream, right? If you know what I mean, at some point. Or look, brother, with the team currently situated, if they release you from the Wizards next year, come on back to Milwaukee and contribute. But as the team is currently constructed, that's a different conversation, right? My point that I was going to make is that if the playoffs were to start today, we got the Pacers, right?
Mm-hmm. No, the Pacers
That's
might
who.
be a 3. Yeah, they're a 3 seed right now.
Are they a 3 seed or
They're
are
they're
they?
one game back
Right,
from the
one game
Knicks.
back for the 3 seed. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So I want the Pacers. I want everybody,
There we
right? And
go.
we're gonna play everybody if we get the championship. But that being said,
True.
formalities
True.
aside, I want the damn Pacers. You understand what I'm saying? Like I like how they talk. I like how they go around. I like how they're front runners. I like how they run their mouths when they're up by 20 points and all the rest of it. And they sit. I like that energy. I like teams like that. I want the Pacers. I want them to do goofy stuff like try to steal the ball again in Milwaukee and then play like they didn't do anything and then have to go hire tough guys off the street because they're scared of Giannis. I like stuff like that. I want the Pacers. I want the Pacers. That's what I want. And I want the chat to get excited about it. This has been an up and down season, right? Very herky jerky. It's hard for it's been hard for me to like lock in on momentum because the team can be up and down. But it looks like we're trending upwards at the right time. It looks like we're starting finally, like the batter is starting to mix, right? And we've said this a couple of times. Like it looks like we're starting to, and then we fall off for 3 or 4 games, and everybody's holding their face in their hands and all the rest of it. We are now trending in the right direction at the right time. There's still some players, obviously, that are missing in action that we hope come back. I do hope that Jericho Sims comes back because I
Mm-hmm.
think there's a place for him on this team in the
Agreed.
playoffs,
Absolutely.
right? Um, Dame, we miss you. You're obviously your priority is to get healthy, but if he comes back, even better. But I want the Pacers. I want us
Same.
to, you know what I mean, and I want this team to embrace that energy. I want us to embrace the fact that we're trending upwards in the right time. Tomorrow night is going to be tough, and guess what? That's the playoffs. No more Pelicans,
Yep.
right? No more bunnies, right? No more fast food, right? Everything else is going to be hard earned from this point forward. So get used to it. Get used to the energy. I've seen a couple people talking about Isaiah Stewart. Look, if it's not Isaiah Stewart, first of all, I don't even care about Isaiah Stewart. There's going to be someone like that on every team from this point forward in the playoffs. That's just the energy that people are going to be on. Nothing comes easy. So get used to what that feels like. Get those calluses up because this year we are going for much longer than we've gone in the past, right? We're setting it up. We're not buying any tickets to Tahiti or anything like that. We don't have any plans for the next 2 months. You understand, Milwaukee Bucks? No plans for the next 2 months. No family vacations. No one's going to Disney World. We're going city to city, slapping them off the bar stools. That's what we're doing. It's been too long. You guys have been waiting for a rant. You wanted this energy. I'm giving you this energy. It's been too long, right? Second round knockout, first round knockout, first round knockout. Enough. Enough of the nonsense. We are coming back for it with or without Dame. We want Dame, but we're not making excuses for whoever's not here. I want the Pacers. I want all that big mouth energy. I want all of their little YouTube channels that like to big them up and start making them out to be bigger than they actually are. I want them talking big noise. And then I want them to come on Amara's chat live and stand up and be accountable. And you know what? It'll be the ladies of the chat that get at them. That's what I want. That's what I want to see. Let's go get them, man. Let's go get them right now. We got them. When do the playoffs start? What is the first day of the playoffs?
It doesn't matter when the playoffs starts in my
go,
rock voice.
go,
It doesn't matter. We ready now.
There
It doesn't matter when the playoffs start. Let's get to it.
Right.
Now, hey, Dr. Smith got me charged now. Hold on one second before I forget my boy Montalando. 1 second. Montalando, appreciate the $2 super chat. Brook longevity greater than LeBron. Argue with the wall. Come on, bro. I'm not going to even do that one. I'm not going to get into that one, Montalando. My dude, shout out to Canada. But I feel you on the hate. You know where we are. You know we brothers in the same struggle. You already know. Go ahead, Mr. Cool. What you got to say to that Dr. Smith rant?
I was going to say something about the Pacers because if you look at the last 5 seasons, even including this season, last year was the only time they ever really competed with us. We dominated them this year. The 4 years prior to last year, we dominated them. Somehow we turned them into a rivalry. I just don't think they are. I'm not that convinced they're that good, and I don't want to elevate them at all because I just don't think they're that. I just don't. Yeah, last year they got hot. They made some good plays against us. They won some games they maybe shouldn't have. They had a decent year. But that was one season. We beat them already 3 times this year. So
true.
And we dominated them prior to last year. We dominated these guys, and it's not that many different players. So I just don't want to give them too much credit. I think we can handle them in 5 games if we play them this year. In 5 games.
Oh wow! Okay, I like it.
I love it.
And I'll say this about our team. We don't have to have anybody do anything extra. Just do their job. I think we have the best team in the Eastern Conference. If everybody just do their job. I don't need Kuzma to get 30. I don't need Prince to give me 30. I just need you to do your job. We have enough talent if everybody does their job. We don't need nobody to do nothing extra. Don't worry about doing anything extra. Do your role and do it well. We will beat any team in the Eastern Conference. I firmly believe that. And also, one last thing I want to say, then I got to get going, and that's with back to Kevin Porter Jr. I would say about 5 or 6 games ago, somewhere he's figured it out, or the coaches have figured it out, and the teammates have figured it out how to play with him. Mm-hmm. It's such a difference now when he's out on the floor, because there used to be where he was playing ahead of everybody, turning the ball over sometimes, taking some forced shots because he had nowhere to go. Somehow, somewhere, and I don't know if it's the coaches or what, but they have figured out how to utilize him, how him to play with his teammates and play at a pace that is so effective that teams cannot stop us when he's on the floor. He's like a smaller version of Giannis in so many ways. The way he attacks, the way he knocks down shots.
He can be the most impactful player in the court for short stretches of time. Kevin Porter Jr. can be the most impactful player on the court for short stretches and moments.
Yeah. I'm telling you right now, in my opinion, I don't know that there's 10 guards in the NBA that have better skills than he has. There may be, but I'd have to start making a list.
He's on a short. It's a
His
short list.
His skill set is outstanding. He is athletic. He is quick. Quick hands, his anticipation. That dude is the real deal. What a steal we got in getting this guy. Absolute steal.
On both sides.
Yeah, absolutely on both sides. And he rebounds. He sees the floor. He reads the play. That alley-oop dunk he did to Giannis last game was so amazing.
Yeah.
He's cutting the looking the other way. A no-look alley-oop pass at the rim. I'm like, man, what can't this guy do? He's showing everything, every game that he keeps getting better and better and better, and we play better and better with him.
Right.
So we are in a good position, very good position right now. Facts. I think we're going to smack some people down come playoff time.
We're going to scare people in the playoffs. Healthy, we're going to scare some people in the playoffs. I feel like we could scare some people.
And we just got to get Dame back going.
Oh, wow. Derek Stevenson said KPJ is like a left-handed Westbrook. I'm not mad at that. No, Westbrook was a person that got steals. Westbrook was electric like that. Hey, that's a comparison that you want. Shout out to
maybe
you.
A younger Westbrook.
Yeah, not the one not getting coaches fired. Not the one getting coaches fired. Right. Not the one getting coaches fired. Right.
Yeah. I do have to run.
Okay, appreciate you, Mr. Cool, for tapping in. Hey, Bleacher, I'm about to tap you right in.
Always.
All right, appreciate you.
Salute
to the legend.
Salute, sir. Until next time. In fact, I'm not gonna
Okay.
be here for longer either. But yeah, you had asked the question before.
Mm-hmm.
The salute,
What up,
salute. Yes,
VP?
sir.
What up? What up?
Yo. All right, all right. But you had asked the question before, does his acquisition make up for the mistakes?
Mm-hmm.
It could.
Right.
Lean into it though, right? Because there have been some, it's been very up and down, right?
Right.
Never forget it was John Horst that went out and got Dame. Once
Right.
upon a time, I believe it was him who got Drew, right? You know what I
Correct.
mean? Uh, but then he also got Jay Crowder.
Crowder.
Oh,
Yeah.
that was terrible, right? And so with this, I don't know that I've seen something this one-sided in a long time, right? So,
Right.
and it is. I think someone made a comment that I very much agree with. It does kind of suck for Marjon because his name is now forever going to be linked in
Yeah.
ways that are not flattering to him, right? And it's unfortunate, but even before Kevin Porter Jr. came, again, I'm old enough to remember a couple seasons ago when we were looking for that next two guard who was going to step into that spot, and we started the season saying Marjon could be that guy. Well, I remember on this chat, we
Facts.
were all picking him up, right? It was like a 3-man race, right? This is before Ajax became Ajax, you know what I mean? And Ajax became that guy and then digressed, right? So this goes way back, right? And Marjon had the opportunity to seize the spot, and he never really did it because his game never really developed beyond that point. And then for someone like that who was struggling with that game, we go out and get the third best player on this team here
Mm-hmm.
lately, right? You know what I mean? The spark plug, the guy who was like just like I said, Charles Woodson in the middle of the
Facts.
court. He was doing that as a 2 guard. It's not like he has like this 10-foot wingspan that you can't get around me. Like, but it was like the human Venus flytrap. Like anything that went across the middle, I'm snatching and I'm running. I'm jumping into the passing lane, and then not just doing that, but then making the right decision on offense. If that I go back and look at that when I'm getting tight at work. That little spurt makes me feel better because that was some of the best basketball I've seen.
Oh,
So
absolutely.
yeah,
100%. Hundred
you know what I
percent.
mean. Yeah.
100%.
So
This
I do
game
got to
tomorrow is
bounce,
huge.
but
Oh, appreciate you, Dr. Smith. This game tomorrow gonna be huge. I hope you can stop back in tomorrow because if we get that win, it should solidify our spot. So tomorrow's game will be big. And again, appreciate you cooking. I'm gonna try to make your little rant a short if I can. Appreciate you. That was classic.
yeah, go get him. Come on,
right.
go get him. No more first rounds. No
Right.
more nothing. No more early nothing. I don't want early nothing. Go get him. Let's go get him. We running through this playoffs.
Facts.
We're here for the long haul. I want jewelry. I want jewelry.
Okay.
Yes,
Okay.
I want some jewelry. Real
Let's
facts,
go.
big facts. Let's go.
All right, Dr. Smith.
All
Appreciate
right,
you.
chef.
All right.
Salute.
Let me get you in here, right, VP. Hold on 1 second. Yeah, we gotta spin the block tomorrow too. Tomorrow gonna be serious. It's on you though, VP. Before it get late up in here, go ahead, bro. It's on you.
Oh man, this game. I mean, yeah, the first quarter I didn't like it, but at the same time, like I said, they started to get it going. I think the Bucks was kind of for watching at that point in half of the game because soon as those 2 games were over and the third quarter was over, they say like I see we say y'all straight to the back. I go, you're done, you're done.
Right.
They won. I thought
No,
something would
no
happen.
chances. Right.
It was they taking no chances, get ready for tomorrow. And Brook, they sent Brook there, and then pretty much do the whole game blowing the Pelicans. They pretty much sent everybody to the back. So they just want everybody to get rest, get ready for tomorrow game.
Because that's
It's
a
gonna be a
huge
big.
game.
It's gonna be a big game tomorrow. It pretty much been playoff mode for a couple of weeks though. Let's be honest. They've been in that playoff mode for that while, but I want them to go in this game tomorrow, get it over with. But at the same time, you need, like you said, you need them to don't backpedal in the playoffs. They just got to keep it going.
I like the Nick Van. 1 second. I like the Nick Van Exel comparison with Kevin Porter Jr. If y'all don't know about Nick Van Exel, please YouTube his highlights. I like that
Oh,
better than a Westbrook. Yeah, an athletic Nick Van Exel. I like that.
oh,
I like that. Old school, yeah. Y'all don't know who Nick the Quick Van
oh, you,
Exel is? Please YouTube him. He was the absolute truth for a minute. Go ahead, VP.
did he play for the Bucks for a little bit, or no? He probably never did.
No, he played. I know he played for the Mavericks. I know he played for the Lakers and a couple other teams and the Nuggets. I can't remember who else.
Yeah,
But he was the
probably,
truth, bro. Nick Van Exel was cold. Nick Van
he was
Exel
cold.
was cold. Yeah, he was cold, cold. Yeah, absolutely. But
But yeah,
Kevin, I'm just happy we got Kevin Porter Jr. Junior Mafia is going in. Uh, our bench is becoming like a weapon. Like it's almost like, damn, I can't wait till the bench come in because the bench about to go off. It's like that. It's like that. Oh, Bleacher got up sudden. Hopefully, Bleacher straight.
my damn cat trying to knock
So
over the ball.
I'm just excited for how we've been playing this month. We're undefeated this month. Tomorrow, if we can beat the Detroit Pistons, I think we really cooking with some gas going to the playoffs. We
Yeah,
really cooking with some gas.
I want the Pacers too. I want
Yep.
them. That's what I want.
The
I
Bucks should
want.
want the Pacers. You know, see, I'm on a different type of time. I'd be like, man, I want to play the Pacers. I say that in the presser, but I'm programmed differently. I want you to know I'm coming to get you. I want you to know. So when you
I
play
want.
your best, when you playing your best and at your best, and when I pop your chain, it really hurts you. It finishes you. That's what I would do if I was a Buck. I'm like, man, I want to play the Pacers. Get them in here. I want to cook them. Let them know you coming. Don't be scared. Let them know you coming.
Yeah,
I'm on that type of time.
I want to come to your house, take your chain like Crabtree, baby.
Hey, they need to get their chain popped. They definitely need to get their chain popped. What up, Derek? Yeah, our bench is I think it's more than solid. I think it's more than solid.
Yeah,
Look at
bench
Kerry. Exactly, Kerry. Lakers great. Nick Van Exel's facts. When he was with the Lakers was a problem. 414J, bro. I ain't seen all your comments, but you funny as hell, bro. I saw that Burleigh Zoo comment too, 414J. I know exactly what type of time you're on, sir. I know exactly what type of time you're on, sir. Salute. Oh, exactly. The childish one said, need our get back. We definitely need our get. After last year, we definitely need our get back. 100% against the Pacers, bro. 100%.
100%. I want it. I need it. You know, you get a week off. You get a week off after either
Right.
they tomorrow or whatever happens. They get a week off. So we gonna find out if they ain't gonna play.
It's not just tomorrow. We got a game Sunday. We got to play Detroit Sunday too. Remember?
Yeah, Sunday at home. But
Yeah.
hope win tomorrow don't matter.
It don't matter, right? Yeah, exactly.
I know. NBA probably be like, man, we need to play that Sunday. Like, no, let's get this over.
That's
with.
what it was. He didn't play for the Milwaukee Bucks. He's from the Wisconsin. He played for Kenosha Tremper. Facts.
I knew he had ties to Wisconsin some way.
Yeah.
I forgot. Because he came to
Salute to Nick the Quick Van Exel.
Man, why you never play for the Bucks then, man?
Hey, we that's when we were in purgatory, bro. He won't come in here. We was in purgatory back then. Well, go ahead and get your recaps. We got spin a block tomorrow. But go ahead and get your recap, bro. So
right.
my bad.
It was a good game. They won the game. I'm glad that the bench got their shine on. Really a game I really care for after Pistons and Pacers won. That means we're not going to get no home games. Pretty much, no, we're not home advantage in the first round. It does at this point. It doesn't really matter. You gotta get. You're in. You need to get your spot. We want the Pacers. I want the Pacers.
Man, Patricia. Facts. Patricia always dropping out. Let me make sure I read this one because this was a good one, Patricia. Patricia said, in addition to fast starts, we need to also focus on consistent defense. Teams are getting to the rim too easily. We're still giving up open threes. We can't have this mindset that we can outscore teams. That's a fact. Outstanding comment, Patricia P. Absolute. That's everything wrapped in a nutshell. What we're thinking, this is it. This is literally it. Patricia wrapped everything up with a bow right there. That's it. Please read. Thank you, Patricia. That's it. That's it. That's all we've been trying to say. And people are like, oh, you being negative. No, this is why. Patricia, thank you. Jesus, that's all we trying to say.
One more thing.
Go ahead.
One thing tomorrow is do not let Store get in your head. Don't let him try to get you no technical fouls. You know how hothead he is. Let him get himself in trouble. Let him get thrown out the game.
Facts,
because he's always been a bum trying to get us started off, trying to fight somebody. So let him be himself. You got a job to do tomorrow. Get it done tomorrow. You gotta beat this team.
I hope so, Max. Facts. Fact. It's going to be a joyous live tomorrow because we'll be celebrating our playoff seeding being locked. So that's what I'm hoping. We gonna keep the positive vibes. We ain't lost yet in April. We ain't starting tomorrow.
Not tomorrow. Ain't
Not
starting tomorrow.
Right. Appreciate you, Bleacher. We gonna spin the block tomorrow, bro. All right, bro. Appreciate you.
Let's get it started.
Yes, sir. Let's go. Hold on. Let's go. All right, VP. Appreciate you. All right, Brandon. Let's go, bro. We gotta spin the block tomorrow, so let's get to it, brother. Go ahead. It's on you.
Hey, I think now, great win tonight. Everybody, let's trying to save that mojo for tomorrow.
Right.
And so, we need to get this, to continue on this win streak tomorrow in Detroit. If we beat Detroit, we can lock up the 50.
Correct. Facts.
And also, we want them damn pictures. We want them. We want to switch them. They put us out last season. Pacers, I got the news for y'all. Pacers fans, you better buckle up.
Get him, Brandon!
Buckle up. You better buckle up. Last year, you got all the last year. Damn, was dropping 35 on y'all last season. We were banged up, hurt last year. But this year, y'all are in trouble. Y'all are in trouble. You guys better sleep with one eye open. Pacers fans, we are coming for y'all. We are coming to eat y'all. We are coming to eat y'all. We are shot. We smell blood in the water. We are shot. We're gonna come to your house and whoop y'all to make a statement. Because y'all put us out last year. It's time for us to revenge and put y'all out, put y'all on Cancun early so y'all can go fishing early. So, basically, we want all the smoke because Dave Giannis gonna cook y'all. We got our big three. We got don't let us cook y'all in your own board. Y'all gonna be getting better. Giannis and Dave, everybody on that team lock in. Halliburton, don't be celebrating or nothing. You better sleep with one eye open. We're coming for y'all. Pacers fans, bring it on. We ain't scared of you. We are not scared of you. So Pacers fans, you better pray. You better pray. You hope for this. Now, we want this rematch. You finna get whooped.
My man Brandon, appreciate you.
Take it one game at a time. We're gonna talk about this W tomorrow.
There we go. Hey, Brandon, come on, man. Hold on.
Yeah. We have to resort. Come on.
All right, Brandon. Jesus. Bro, all right, Brandon, come on. Oh, Brandon was charged. Shout out to Brandon. He was charged. Yo. All right, y'all. You know, I gotta gather myself. Give me a second. Okay, we're back. All right. I'm back. I'm focused again. My bad, y'all. All right, we back at it. Shout out to Brandon King Carter. Always entertained at the end of the show. Right, boy, Bobby. Salute to Brandon. Max, I'm with you. I want 4-0 Pacers. Y'all see, I was raised around some real, man, listen. I'll be saying to presser, man, I hope we play the Pacers. We need to get them up out of here. I want to humble them. You got to put pressure on them. Make them feel that you hunting them. People don't like to be hunted. I'm telling you that right now. They need to put a draw line. Hey, we want the Pacers. We not looking past it. We want them. We hope they come to us. That's what the Bucks need to be saying. I'm on that type of time. But like I said, and 10th Street, different. It is what it is. Right, boy, Bobby. Tell him, Brandon. Brandon was in his bag. Salute to Brandon. Vernon Maxwell's KPJ. We not doing that. Come on, Monalando. We not doing that. Monalando, that. Come on, bro. Shout out to Monalando. That was crazy. What? What up, Kerry said, let's go, Bucks. Let's go. All right. Yes, he did. He said we come to eat your There, hey, respectfully, hey, Brandon got in his dimer bag real quick. What up, Mac Jerry TV? Salute, bro. I gotta go. I gotta stop. Darren Steve said, I can't stand the Pacers. Me either. And I finally got my little chat section here working. I'm going to prove this too. Again, this is constant improvement, constant evolution. When you want to be the best, you got to start trendsetting. You got to set the bar. We setting the bar here for the best Bucks content on YouTube, best Bucks community on YouTube, and the best Bucks pod on YouTube. Tell me I'm lying. All right, y'all. It's getting late. We gonna spin the Isaiah. Yeah, Trina. Isaiah's a bum. We definitely gonna spin the block tomorrow. Appreciate y'all tapping in. If you haven't already, please make sure to hit that like button. It helps other Bucks fans find the content they need to watch. This is the pod that moves the Bucks community. This is the pod. We are the energy for Bucks content, and we are the #1 Bucks community on YouTube, and that's 100% factual. We have the greatest impact, and we all know that to be true. I appreciate the community we build here and what we're continuing to build. All the interaction and knowledge that's shared on this chat is absolutely phenomenal. How can you not enjoy the content that you're getting here? I really appreciate truly all y'all, the interactions, the comment, everything. I always say this every few lives because I truly want y'all to know that I really enjoy this community, what we're doing, what we're building, the good back and forth, the joking and all of that. This really is family and friends over here, y'all. Seriously, I do want to say that we be joking and messing around, but that's what family does. And if you want to be a part of this community, just know how to conduct yourself. If you wouldn't do it in front of your family, don't do it here. Real talk. Just wanted to get that out and just show y'all love as I like to show every few lives because I truly appreciate what we doing here. I'm Amara. This is Amara's Logic, Milwaukee Bucks trades, rumors, and news live edition. We just got done discussing the Bucks blowout win against the New Orleans Pelicans at Fiserv Forum, the house that Giannis built, 136-111. We have an important game tomorrow in Detroit against the Detroit Pistons, where the Bucks are looking to lock up the 5th seed. Please spin the block. Check us out tomorrow. We go live after every Bucks home game. Hit that like button, and I promise you'll never be disappointed watching a live here because we are the best in the business. We got the best audio, best commentary, best videos, best intros, best outros. #1 in all categories. Let's go. Let's get the music. Gone.